Hey crafty friends, let's make this cute vintage farmhouse slash shabby chic carrot. The first thing we did was use this cutout that came from the Dollar Tree. We're going to apply some Mod Podge and that scrapbook paper. I had some scrap pieces, and so we're just going to kind of piece it together so that it will cover our carrot. You just want to apply your Mod Podge, set it down, make sure you get all the wrinkles out. I like to use a heat tool a little bit to kind of get some of that wetness out so that when I apply my Easy Press that it doesn't really bubble, and it just sticks better for me. It's just the method I like. You can use an iron, but just make sure that your iron does not have the heat setting or the steam setting on. All right, now we're going to use this piece of napkin that I have left over from Target, and we're going to apply it to a piece of paper. Now I'm putting the two pieces together, the paper and the napkin, and I'm using some water on a paintbrush so that we can tear it, giving it a feathered look, you guys. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of Mod Podge in the middle there so that it doesn't come apart as I continue to feather this. Then you want to just make sure that you get Mod Podge underneath the whole thing and lightly press it down with your fingers. Try not to tear it, and make sure you get the wrinkles out. All right, then we're just going to use our Easy Press. Seal it closed. Look at that. Look how nice that looks right there on that piece of paper. Now we're going to take our little gator tool. You can use a sanding block. That will work just as well. And sand the edges off of our carrot all the way around. Now I'm just using some clear wax, you guys. This is my Chocator wax, but any clear wax will work well. And I'm coating the scrapbook paper as well as that little flower on that napkin. I like to use that better than Mod Podge, you guys. I just like the look better. Now look at this beautiful place setting mat that I got at Hobby Lobby. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? It looks like vintage lace, vintage dolly. We're just going to cut it and attach it to our carrot. Just going to have to manipulate it, kind of have to put a couple little folds in there just so that it fits properly. Glue it all the way down. Look at how beautiful that looks on top of that dark cardstock. Now we're going to use some strips of fabric here, you guys. These strips were a 1-inch wide by 42 inches long. Now that's probably the width of the fabric when you open it up. Okay, we just folded it into loops, tied it off with some twine, and then took each loop and twisted it amongst each other one time so that it gave it a nice full look. Now we're just going to alternate it here between the fabric and some greenery pieces. Look how cute that looks, you guys. That's going to be the top of our carrot. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? All right, I wanted to cover up those little knots with the little twine pieces. We're just going to use some moss. I have some regular Spanish moss and some green moss, and I'm just kind of alternating the look there. Now I have a piece of ivory cheesecloth. This was actually called Tablescape, and it was from Hobby Lobby. We're going to glue that flower right to the front of our carrot. You guys, look at how beautiful that looks. I just love it on there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some ink on here to gunk it up a little bit and make it all kind of blended together. But you guys, if you like this look like this, leave it. I actually think it looks really pretty like this. So I'm using some Tim Holtz Distressed Oxide in the color of Vintage Photo. I'm just kind of blending it all together, including the little tag that we made that says spring. You guys, I just love how this turned out. If you love this, please give it a sprinkle. I appreciate you watching. I love you all. Have a great day.